Hello, dear students. Welcome back to your English lesson. Today's lesson is for grade 7 and the topic is Waste Disposal Part 2. I'm Ksenia Rumora, your English teacher today. By the end of today's lesson, you'll be able to show comprehension of the dialogue about separated waste management and to write a summary about waste management at the recycling center. For this lesson, you need a notebook and a pencil, a device with internet connection, KWL chart, and QR code scanner. Let's first explain KWL chart. You have to draw this chart in your notebook. The topic is what happens with disposed waste. You need 3 columns. In the first one, you write I know. In the second, I would like to know. And in the third, I have learned. So, if you have everything needed, let's start. If you are asking yourselves what we are going to do today, here are the clues. So, we shall do some revising and predicting with help of KWL chart. Then we shall deal with vocabulary. We shall do listening and writing. And by the end of today's lesson, you will write a summary of what you have learned today. Since the first step is revision, I would like you to remember what we did in our previous lesson, Waste Disposal Part 1. Please write the notes in your notebook using KWL chart that you can see on the screen. And you should write in the first section of the chart, which means the column I know. You can see the column circled in red. In order to remind you, please have a look at the topics discussed last time. These are different types of waste, recyclable and non-recyclable waste, waste bin colors, and 5 R's of waste management. After we have revised, let's do some predicting now. Well, you disposed your waste. The bins are on the curbside. And what happens then with it? For this activity, use your KWL chart again, but this time write your predictions in the second section of the chart, the column I would like to know. As you can see, the column is circled in red. Please make sure you have done K and W part of your KWL chart, which means the first and the second column of the chart, before watching video clips. In order to follow the video clips easier, let's look at vocabulary. The interactive game is called Find Pairs, and your task is to match words with their definitions, actually paraphrases. Please copy the link bit.ly/pairswd into your browser or just scan the given QR code. And enjoy the game. To be sure about the meanings of the words, you can have a look at the list with Croatian counterparts. But before we do that, let's explain these words in brackets. So, abbreviation stands for kratica, N stands for noun, imenica, adjective stands for pridjev, and verb stands for glagol. So, the first one is abbreviation HDPE, and you can see the Croatian word polyethylene visoke gustoće. Actually, polyethylene is the same as plastika. Curbside is a noun with the meaning nogostup s ivičnjakom, hunky-dory, pridjev, zadovoljavajuće, u redu, traipse, skitati, hodati, to clue, dati pouzdanu informaciju, a clue, ideja, a conveyor belt, pokretna traka, primjerice u tvornici, a bale, bala, sjena na primjer, paket, to bale, balirati, sjeno primjerice, to shred, isjeckati. Now, when we are sure about the meanings of new words, we can start with watching video clips. There are altogether 3 video clips, and for each clip you have 3 questions. Your task is to read the questions, watch the video clips carefully, and write answers in your notebooks. So, let's start with the first video clip. There are 3 questions for you. Which 2 countries is the reporter talking about? What has the UK done since 2012? And what does the reporter compare the amount of trash with? In order to watch the clip, please copy the link bit.ly/clipsy into your browser. When it opens, please go on the right side and search for part 1, and you can see that on the photo in red, and press start and watch. After you have watched the video clip 1, please write your answers in the notebook. Let's check the answers. The reporter is talking about China and the UK. The UK has sent 2.7 million tons of cardboard and plastic to China since 2012. She compares the amount of trash with 20,000 blue whales. I hope your answers were all correct. Before watching video clip 2, let's look at the questions. After being picked up at your home and taken to the recycling facility, what do they load the waste onto? How do they do the sorting out? And the last one, what do they do with waste that cannot be sorted? In order to watch video clip 2, please copy the link bit.ly/clipsy into your browser. When it opens, go on the right side. Please search for part 2. This is red framed on the screen in this photo. Please press start, watch it, and after watching it carefully, write your answers in the notebooks, please. I hope it wasn't difficult to find the answers to the questions, but just let's check what the answers should be. They load the waste onto conveyor belts. They do the sorting out by hand. They shred it and burn it to create electricity. Finally, before watching video clip 3, have a look at the questions. The first one is, how much money can a bale of HDPE, in this case milk bottles, cost? Which saying does the man use for making profit of recycling? And the third one, when talking about plastics, what is the target material and non-target material? Please copy the link bit.ly/clipsy into your browser. When it opens, search for part 3 on the right. This part 3 is framed in red on the photo on the screen. Press start and watch it carefully. After that, write your answers in the notebooks, please. Let's have a look at the answers. The first answer is, A bale of HDPE milk bottles costs 100 to 150 pounds. One man's trash is another man's cash is the saying the man uses. Target material are plastic films and drinking bottles. Non-target material are yogurt pots and black plastic trays. I certainly do hope that your answers were all correct. The numbers 2.7, 2012, 20,000, 100 and 150 were all mentioned in the video clips. What are these numbers related to? I think you remember, but in case you don't, or in case you are not sure, your answers in the notebooks can help you too. Please copy the numbers and write the pieces of information related to them in your notebooks. Let's check the answers. 2.7 million tons of cardboard and plastic have been sent to China. The UK has sent that amount of garbage since 2012. The amount of 20,000 blue bales equals 2.7 million tons of garbage. You can get 100 to 150 pounds per bale of HDPE, plastic milk bottles. I hope that you knew all the answers. As you can see, we have come to the part it's your turn. It is connected with writing a summary. And what is your task? Well, your task is to write a short summary of what you have learned today. For this activity, you will need your KWL chart again, but this time please write in the third column, I have learned. This column is circled red in the photo. As a thinking point, there are some photos and questions to help you. Can recycling help in preventing such sites? Can recycling help bees survive? Can recycling help nature stay beautiful? Can recycling help Nature Park Vransko jezero stay untouched? And finally, are so-called green islands in some towns in Croatia places where trash could easily become cash? For those of you who want to find out more on the topic, in order to discover more about shrinking resources and images of plastic oceans, I suggest watching Blue Planet 2. So, we have come to the end of today's lesson. I hope it was interesting and that you enjoyed it. Thank you for your attention, and until we meet again some other time, stay safe and sound, and bye-bye.